you do have a lot of range to play with, to where for the side of RNG, sure, you have the Jinx, but I think you're a lot more committal in terms of the Jarvan, the Thresh, especially things like the Syndra as well. So for RNG, I think they're going to be the ones to get up in FPX's face, to FPX kind of going back to game one, where it's like, hey, as long as Baytron can kind of match what Wei's doing in the early game, prevent a lot of these ganks from happening, hover over where you expect Wei to put his focus, which I think at a glance is definitely mid lane. Jarvan and Syndra definitely a superior 2v2 as compared to Corki and Lee Sin.
Or even translating more towards mid. You already talked about it with jungle, as Ming's actually going to be walking in here, but that means a Flay on top of Hung ignites down. Ming's in trouble with PTA, but so is Hung, because lethal tempo's been hit. It's a flash away immediately.
Really known as some kind of god tier laner over in the LCK. From the people I talked to, it was much more about these team fights and how he impacted the map later on and having these highlight reels team fights. But ooh, Gory might just be dead.
Well, he's flashed away. Good Valkyrie, but Xiaohu takes the turret aggro and it's first blood again. Oh, it's schoolyard bullying once again. Scout of the Week's going to hit too. There's a flag and drag. Wei's only level 3. He used...
Yeah, making their way down. No
they get there in
W
time.
landing from Gala.
Predator. Hang on, Lyric. I forgot. It's a Predator Thresh. LWX goes melee range. He wants something. But in the end, it's Ming who picks up the kill. Unfortunately for RNG, but still, it's a big kill with Herald in hand. Talked about a little bit before. LWX and Hung are like, can we get out? They're backing away from the turret. They want the wave, but you know what? Sticking around is not going to work out. Baytron on the way, but this is a 4 versus 3 for now. The Corki nowhere nearby, but a TP available as a hook does connect. The Scat of the Week blown up is Hung. Way underneath the turret, though. This is retribution here for FPX, but he flashes back in.
Ooh.
Takes the Dark Passage. Sneaky, sneaky. That was a slick move from the jungler of RNG.
Been having to respect Xiaohu after the last one missing, but more engages coming out from Ming.
Here we go. All right, 3 versus 3. LWX taking it upon himself to go up to Gala, who flashes away. There's Gravitum. That locks him in place, as now the target is Xiaohu. Excuse me. It's only Xiaohu. Lyric, we're only going to have to do this once, maybe twice if FPX and RNG meet in playoffs, but having Lau in the middle is a little bit difficult. As Xiaohu gets a Scat of the Week, but Gory's over the wall. Gory's over the wall with a huge package. And let me tell you, I haven't seen a package that big, because for RNG, they've got to back away. They know the threat is here. That's a 1-item Corki, but he'll still burn them to death. 4 members underneath the turret, and teleport available for Xiaohu. That's the scary part. He now has it unleashed as Dragon spawns.
Also on items, Xiaohu also being at such a strong point, having the Luden's 4-stack Dark Seal. Another Scout of the Week hits. Could just be burst.
Oh, nice Cataclysm. Flash away from LWX. Back up off a cooldown. So Mega Death Rocket almost does the job, but there's the package into the middle. Gory doesn't connect it, though, really, as the Flake comes through with the box down as well, but FPX are winning the fight. That's the TP advantage. At work, 2 members already dead. Way under turret. Sonic Wave with a huge kick not even needed. And Xiaohu smashes down onto the bottom lane for FPX to blast them clean.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
As it doesn't seem like we can hear hysterics, or maybe I just can't hear hysterics.
Moving to Soul Point, FPX are about to get the Infernal Soul, or at least, sorry, excuse me, build up towards it. This will be Tripper Dragon, and I love what RNG are doing here. They're playing sneaky in the bush. FPX have no vision here, and RNG know it. They're going to be walking up as there's a Cataclysm down, unleashes hell on the enemy, and it's going to be FPX who pick up the Dragon, but they have to get pretty fast out of here. Gory with the package once again. It's a pick, Lyric, but for the Dragon, feels like FPX are happy to make that trade.
Enough time for the other members of... Okay.
Ooh. He's dead again. As we see FPX just taking a huge chunk, but honestly, at this point, I'd be scared of Xiaohu and Gory, who now has 2 items, by the way. There's a 3-item Chase, but 2-item Corki with the Luden's Echo is going to start popping. The big one hits Ming, and that's an example of the damage. Xiaohu moving in, though, and that's a great Cataclysm into a choke as well, Lyric. A big play as Bin's going forward. The Gwen wants this, but the rest of RNG can't go any further. Not going to chase FPX.
Oh, Pink's coming out for Baron.
That hurts. They're going into it fast. FPX have the HP advantage, and they've got the right guns, Lyric.
Yep, Chakram's coming out. LWX is going to be able to burn this so fast. Bin is here, but Wei's only coming from base.
LWX has so many, it's going to go down. FPX are going to get the Baron. They sneak it once again, the team that loves Baron. At 24 minutes, they find yet another hung at half HP, but RNG, head in their hands, like, what can we do here? There's the engage, the kick backwards. They got Xiaohu. He'll go golden, but shortly, he'll be buried in a coffin. RNG find a response kill onto the jungle, but it's 4 versus 4. Forward they go, and Ben needs to carry this as he finally joins on him, but the jungle's dead as well. Xiaohu blasted with the rocket from Gala. Ben's still there in the front line, but LWX very healthy. He has Gravitum, he has Calibrum. Those guns are going to lock someone down and pierce from range.
Now just have so much pressure on the map. Again, for RNG, the one place they don't want to be is standing right in front of all the champions of FPX, but FPX's siege potential is so strong. RNG cannot ignore this.
Look at this, TP in the back. Lyric. This is going to be a massive flank from Bin. This is where RNG hold the line, stand their ground, and they're being caught. LWX going to be the target in the back line. Wei goes in, sacrifices himself. A beautiful flank from RNG. That'll turn the play. No objectives are up and available, but they want a little bit more of the pie. 3 members dead in an instant, and that's what you call fighting back in the heat of the moment.
There's just no real self-healer or defense mechanisms coming in for FPX's comp.
Where are they going? FPX maybe trying to run away, but Ming's been caught. Had such good engages, but now that leaves Bin out to dry. 4 members of FPX are onto him as the Sonic Wave connects once again. He's got no flash, but he's got the kick available into the ward jump, but it's too far over the wall. Beitchuan for the second try. Remember, till we get towards the Elder. I want to point out that the Corki, not important, because Xiaohu's in a bit of trouble. Flay down, box down as well. Death Sentence doesn't connect. You've got to kill him. You have to kill Xiaohu because pings are going down from FPX. They're going to go do the Baron while you chase down the man with a big cannon. Good shutdown, but get towards the purple worm.
I mean, sadly for the side of FPX, though, they were coming off resets when Xiaohu got caught in the side lane.
True.
They weren't just able to be like, hey, they're getting on top of our top laner, let's go straight to the Baron.
Double TP.
But it might not matter just because, once again, LWX having the chakrams coming out, they just burn it so fast.
But they're looking for Hung in the back end. They don't care about the Baron if they can get the kills, but Ming's obliterated immediately. Around Gala must go as LWX has his chakram still there, but Bin's on the flank. Look at how diverted the fight is. Beitchuan the next target, but the blowing upness continues from Gory. Holy moly. This is why Corki is absolutely ridiculous with the explosive build.
And for FPX coming into a new split with a new roster where on paper, this isn't a roster that people would expect to succeed, especially up against a team like RNG. Once again showing from their Demacia performance, this is a team you have to respect.
Dude, we criticized Gory. We said, okay, well, he's not going to be the focus of this roster. One play's all it takes for FPX to take the series against Royal Never Give Up and get their first win of the LPL 2022 Spring Split.
Yeah, FPX feeling good. Again, theoretically, not even their starting roster. You would expect Clid to come in and potentially be the starting jungler, but Beitchuan showing up, they're able to get the job done. I think Beitchuan did have a pretty solid game, especially in the mid game with a lot of the kicks that he was able to land. Like you said, Gory, I mean, had that one nice ultimate that we did initially miss in that team fight, splitting up the members of RNG for FPX to be able to take the fight. And we got to a point where, I mean, you're just staring at Aphelios, Lulu, Corki, Jace on the opposite side of you as champions like Jarvan, like Gwen that need to run in that are going to take a lot of abuse. Even champions like Syndra that where your range isn't absolutely massive. You really only have the scatter of the weak.